this is an interesting take. This is Michael Smith about the length of the suspension. This is from Peacock, and it's from the Brother from Another show.
I'd be shocked at this point if Deshaun Watson were suspended for less than an entire season.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
I think the league has no choice but to be in CYA mode. And they're going to err on the side of caution when it comes to the court of public opinion. Like, I look back at Ben Roethlisberger getting 6 games and reduced to 4, which in hindsight, like if Ben Roethlisberger happened right now, how many games in this climate, in this contemporary climate, how many games is Ben Roethlisberger getting? Probably a season. I mean,
probably like 8, because it was 2. It was 2 women, right? It was 2 women with Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes.
And he was not arrested.
No.
I don't think he was sued. Or he may have been sued and then there was a settlement.
Well, I mean, the specifics, it's not apples to apples, obviously, but the numbers are much greater in this case, number of accusers. But he was accused of rape in Georgia and in rape in a hotel room, if memory serves me correctly. My point is, it's such a, it's just the times have changed. And in this current climate, I don't see a world in which the NFL looks at this situation. Forget about guilt or innocence. I'm just talking about optics. That the NFL looks at this situation and thinks that 6 games is going to fly.
And Spencer, I think that's a really valid point by Michael Smith. Michael Holley is the other one. He used to be a Plain Dealer reporter as well. It is the court of public relations or public opinion that the NFL is dealing with. And with Trevor Bauer getting 2 years, now he has appealed that, but with the Major League Baseball coming down on Trevor Bauer for 2 years, you can be sure the NFL is that's in the back of their mind when they issue whatever this suspension may be.
Yeah, I've mentioned a couple times on the air the Trevor Bauer thing. I do wonder. Shockingly, baseball might have actually set a precedent for something, right? I know they don't do that for very many things, but it does feel like this almost sets the stage for other professional sports leagues to look and say, you know what, we're gonna over punish and then leave it up to the players' union or the players' association to be the ones who try to, appeal it and defend the person that's being accused of these things or in this situation. The only thing that gets me with that's different is, with the Trevor Bauer situation, they had clear, physical evidence. Mm-hmm. And with the Deshaun Watson situation, it's more so his side of the story versus, it's he said, she said. And that makes it a lot more complicated. It's the reason why he wasn't indicted mostly, because they didn't have the hard evidence that you did in that case. So I wonder what that means for the NFL. I also think the NFL knows they're the NFL, right? They can kind of do their own thing and people move on and just keep watching. So I wonder how much that plays into it, but I don't know I don't know how much exactly it will. Ultimately, I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm at the point where I think he gets a year. I don't know for sure. And based on some of the information we got this week, I know Rusty Harding kind of talked about he thinks the NFL didn't necessarily get enough to make it seem like he feels pretty good about their side of it. That's obviously lawyer speak in some ways. But I don't know that they have enough hard evidence to suspend him for a year. But maybe they will. Maybe they will take that Trevor Bauer route and set the precedent.
Yeah, and that is my concern. I didn't think that until the Bauer thing was issued, and then it's just that has kind of taken my thought process and kind of changed it dramatically.